Hey everyone, welcome to the Clydesdale Fitness and Friends. My name is Scott Switzer. I'm your host. I am the Clydesdale. We love to do fitness, and these are my friends. Got the full crew today. What's going on, everyone?
Hello.
Hey.
So first thing we're going to do is shout out to our title sponsor, RX Smart Gear. They have helped us so much in trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we're moving a little faster now that as things, I don't even know why, but they just keep coming in. So we'll take them. And we're moving towards that next century mark pretty quick. So if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go over and subscribe. It will give you an opportunity to win a brand new RX Smart Gear jump rope that you get to customize however you would like. And if you want a jump rope now, you can go to rxsmartgear.com, use the code Clydesdale15, all caps, and get 15% off your order. In addition, we are sponsored by Bear Bells protein bars. They are awesome. I was going to grab one to eat as we were doing this podcast, but forgot it upstairs. And anyway, you can go to shop.bearbells.com. They have a bunch in stock now. The only one that is not available is the hazelnut nougat. All the other flavors are available. And you go there and you use the code Clydesdale10, get 10% off your order at checkout. So happy 4th, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go America.
Amy, does Murph like fireworks?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No.
Mm-mm.
Like
Yeah.
what happens?
Barks the whole time. He can't stop.
Oh,
And even actually, so our upstairs shower, sometimes when the kids turn on that shower, it kind of sounds like the beginning of thunder or like fireworks, which I know sounds weird, but it's hard to explain.
You may have a
Anyways, he
bigger
thinks
issue.
He thinks it's going to be that. And so like, they'll just turn on the shower and like it's a lot of anxiety producing for him.
poor buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my three-year, okay. One of my dogs, the terrier, doesn't love it and will bark outside if he sees it. But I actually tried to do like a fun little, hey, let's go out on the deck and watch the fireworks. This is going to be fun. And I brought treats for everybody, and you can see them from my backyard where they put them up in the town where I live in. And so every time there was like a big one, I would try to make I'm like, oh, and then like give them all treats. And so my one dog didn't know what the hell was going on. He's like, wait a minute, I think I need to bark, but this is really fun. So it wasn't too bad. Did you guys see fireworks anywhere?
Yeah, we went to a friend's house. They live about a block and a half from where you can see the fireworks. So you just walk down to the end of the cul-de-sac and we caught them there.
Yeah, the 4th of July is a really big deal where I grew up, like my hometown. And so it's always been like our favorite holiday. And so I love it, but it's also like I'm exhausted after the holiday because there's so many happenings and parties. So
How about you, Charlie? The kids like the fireworks?
They did. They were always waiting for the finale, and they're like, "Oh, is that it? Is that it? No. Is that it? No. Yeah, that's it. Okay." It's like, okay.
Did you go
That
to
is
the Dublin
sometimes
ones?
hard to anticipate. Sometimes they get a really big, flourish of fireworks, and you think that's it, and then you're like, oh wait, no, it gets better.
We were actually at Ogle Bay in West Virginia, and they had a fireworks show, which positioning wise, we were behind a tree, so it wasn't great, but they did a good show. It was no red, white, boom, but it was on the level of your local city fireworks.
We went to Dublin and the finale looked like they took last year's stock that didn't get used and threw it on top of this year's stock. And it was so much bright light, you couldn't even see the fireworks anymore.
Yeah.
Like that's how much went up in such a close space. Because unlike Red, White, and Boom downtown, where it shoots off like in all directions from downtown, this was like all in one isolated area, and it was just like flash, 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 and you couldn't see anything. Like
you guys have to work on the 5th? Yeah, that's good. Did you guys have work on Monday?
Well, I did because I don't coach on Monday, but the gym was open.
Okay.
One of your 12
I was
jobs.
off, but it was all podcast all day.
Yeah, one of my 12 jobs I didn't have to do, so that's good.
I did not. I worked all day Monday, I guess because some people are off, they want to work out. So, but I did spend the last 4 hours of my vacation on Sunday night in New Jersey watching a travel softball game for my daughter's boyfriend,
Oh,
who ended up not playing at all.
oh,
Oh, that's
So
fun.
that was super fun.
yeah.
How
Wow.
many hours of?
We left the house at 4, got home at 8 because it was it was about 40 minutes away from the house. So yeah, that was super fun. And we have a leak in our bathroom. Downstairs bathroom is leaking from the upstairs bathroom. Eliana went to the bathroom Sunday night and noticed like a big bubble on the ceiling. And we're like, oh, that's water. So we have the whole ceiling ripped out. And Chris is like, I don't know, I think it's condensation from a pipe or the stove's on the other side of the wall and blah, blah, blah. So we're going with that hypothesis for about 24 hours until the next day we woke up and there was water all over the floor. And I said, I don't think it's condensation. And then last night I was in bed and I heard Eliana run upstairs. Braden was in the shower and she's like, Braden, get out of the shower. There's water pouring down the ceiling.
Yeah.
So that's what we're dealing with today. Yay. Good stuff. Good times.
Do you have a tile enclosure in your tub or in your shower?
We have, so the shower was constructed by my husband, and we do have a watertight tray. So that it's not, we don't think it's from that, but we have built a tile bench at the end of the shower, which is just wood and some cement block and then the tile. So he's going to do a little experiment this afternoon. We need 2 people for this. And he's going to, direct the water in certain places to see where it's coming in. Worst case, we have to dig up the whole shower and redo it. But it may be our opportunity to get a bathtub back in that shower. So we don't have any bathtubs in our house. We redid the shower for the kids when they were little and we got rid of all bathtubs. So Mama doesn't get to soak in a tub ever. And I could use a soaking. So maybe we get a bathtub back out of it. Who knows? Stay tuned for the adventures.
All right. So
Okay.
you had a big day, Amy.
I did, and it's not over. So I have a 16-year-old today,
Mm.
and we
Do-do-do-do.
had an appointment at 9:30 for her driving test, which could have either had a really good day or a really bad day, but she passed. And then we had a 2-hour wait to get her actual license. So that was that. And then Charlie, did you do the workout this morning?
I did. So I had a really bad day
Why?
because that workout's rough. Now I like it.
I
It's in my
that.
wheelhouse.
Yeah.
It's
What was
good.
it?
I like it.
So I created this workout for her, and it's 7 rounds of 7 wall balls, 5 handstand push-ups, and 7 hang power cleans at 135 and 95.
What's the 7?
Uh,
7.5. So
Yeah, she was born July 7th, 2005 at 7:57 p.m. So when I go to Vegas, those are the numbers I'll be playing.
Very cool.
Mhm.
And guess what my time was?
What?
7:57.
Shut up. Was it really?
No, but that would have been cool though.
I'm going to try to get that today then.
Do it.
It was
Possible.
not, well, yeah, I mean, my PR is like 7:23, but
Here's the problem with this workout.
what?
It's right where you can just go out too hot. And that's my game plan. You do that first round in like 30 seconds, and then you're like,
So my notes
Well,
from
hello.
last year said, because I got like 7:23 last year, and I said my goal for this year would be to try to go under 7, and to do it like an EMOM, and just have to speed it up a little bit at the end.
that would be the proper way to do it.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes when I do it today. And
But
the
nobody
90
told me
something. Well, but I wasn't your coach. I would have.
I wouldn't have listened, but
Right.
Today is event 4 for us for the last chance
Oh.
qualifier.
Cool.
Oh, at your, okay. Nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to put it off till 6:30 tonight, but
You guys,
we'll see.
I just need to review something. We're still waiting for the
Oh,
two
yeah.
of you to do whatever you were going to do because you were the losers in the last nutrition challenge.
Yeah, that was
Hey,
supposed to be done a long time ago, actually.
Based on when you guys did yours, we still have like 6 months.
Nope. Now we're
Yeah.
I gave it some leeway time because we waited so long, but now we're really getting to that time.
All right, fine.
It's exactly what they said last time. All right,
Yeah.
yeah, we got it. Don't worry about it. It's
We
happening.
have it all planned out. It's just, we just have to execute it.
Right.
Well, let's go.
Let's go.
All right,
Okay.
All right.
we're on it.
We got about a 5-minute window when one of us is not hurt. So that's all we need to do.
That is accurate.
So accurate.
Oh my gosh.
Our video should be one of us carrying the other on a stretcher, or rolling us in on into the
Right.
ER. So anything else going on? I know Amy had another big thing happen this week
I did.
where she got coached by the legend himself, Justin
Mhm.
Kotler.
Oh, I did.
Because
I
last
sent him a
week
video.
we were encouraging you. Well, Kat was encouraging you to send your snatch to Justin.
Yes.
Yep, I did. And they gave me great feedback, and it was very positive, and that's what I need. I need positive feedback in addition to cues. So that's what
Gave you all those things.
I know. That's yeah.
I just
So
think
I'm going to
it's
be
super cool how responsive he was.
I know, and I even said like, "Hey, I'm not your top priority," so I understand. So, but yeah, it was a pretty prompt response.
Did you guys see that the mule results came out?
Yes.
Yes.
What's up?
I know, she only took second.
She's slipping.
So she doesn't
And
get
Andrew's
right.
probably pissed.
Did you see Andrea took third?
Yes. So
Yeah,
she's probably
somebody-
real pissed.
Somebody brought her friend in to enjoy the torture with her, I see.
And then Carolyn Prevost actually won the event.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she's no joke.
So yeah, those are some heavy hitters on the women's
What
side.
was the workout?
It was 21:15.9 deadlift and chest to bar pull up. And I think the women's weight was 2.25, 235, something like that.
Hmm.
And then on the men's side, I didn't really know the people. I hate saying that, but Alexander Ilin,
I've heard of him.
Stanislav Solodov.
Heard
Oh.
of him.
I've heard of them, but I don't know. And then Andrew Hiller.
Not sure I've heard them quite pronounced the same way.
Alexander.
I do my best. Every time I see the Alexander Ilin, I just think of like a Run DMC song.
What were do you have
So-
the do you have the final leaderboard up there? How close was Taylor to beating Carolyn? Do we know?
I don't think it was close.
It wasn't
Really?
close.
I think it was like almost a minute.
Hmm.
Maybe it was
And
30
that's a-
seconds.
That's a blind leaderboard, I assume. Right?
Yeah. But I'm sure Andrea and Taylor knew prior to the leaderboard.
What do you mean?
To,
What do you mean?
between the two of them.
Oh, sure. I just meant like, yeah, they didn't have like it wasn't like
Carolyn-
you knew what the winning score was before you could put in your.
Carolyn was 158 and Taylor was 221.
Okay.
And Andrea was 247.
That's pretty good separation.
Yeah.
Do we know what Taylor does? Does she do the mayhem or does she do her own thing since she doesn't live there?
Yeah, well, she only trains there like on the weekend, so
Yeah.
I don't know what she does.
Yeah.
We should have asked Nick.
I know we talked to somebody yesterday who said she drops in at Proven every once in a while.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think she just tries to stay fit the other 4 days.
Yeah. I think she's doing a pretty good job.
So how about the other leaderboard? the last chance qualifiers.
Mm.
Mhm.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised on the men's side. I guess not surprised. I think I was surprised at how many people fell down so low. I thought James Newberry would do better. I thought Spencer would do better. I just was surprised there. But Roman Krennikov has an engine. So I guess him winning it isn't that huge of a surprise. And I actually picked Alexander Caron to finish in the top two in our fantasy picks, which I ended up coming back at the end and beating my friends.
And Christy on the women's side taken third, the third event and fourth event taking first place to get her ticket, huh?
Yeah. Jumped from 11th to second.
Holy
She
cow.
had to. I mean, she had to
Yeah.
win both of those in order for it to even be mathematically possible, I think, to qualify. That was crazy.
You could tell she knew it because she
She had
was
herself a day.
all out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, those workouts were really sort of like open type workouts. Minus the legless rope climbs, like not a lot of high gymnastic skill and things like that. So it was just a weird test, and you had people who sort of had already proven their strength and abilities in those other workouts or in those other sanctioned semifinal events. So I don't know what the right structure was for that test, or what the goal was. Was it to just find the best two people within that group, or was it to find the fittest? Just so many different ways you could toss it. And it being only 4 events, it's just, you had to have a strong start and a strong finish. And like I said, the programming was the programming. I mean, I don't think it's going to change. We talked about this in another show where, like, does it matter? Did this last chance qualifier even have to happen? I do think, Christie's probably, got a shot at top 5, definitely top 10 for the game. So it's going to change, the leaderboard, her being there versus her not being there. It's just an interesting little wrinkle to the
Yeah.
season.
When we talked about the Krennikov issue too, like if he doesn't get into the States, it was a waste of a spot.
Big time.
So yeah. I'm just excited. I think like this season has been pretty fun to watch. And I know that I've been in person to all of the semifinals, which made it even more fun for me. But I'm just ready to be in Madison. I'm just ready. Like I want that to come.
Do you know what I realized is that when I go to Madison with you, that is going to be the longest I've ever been away from my husband.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it your husband or Murph?
Also Murph, but it will be the longest for both.
Which do we care about more?
Scott taking care of Murph.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. I just, this season's been fun to watch. I want to be there so bad.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I feel like I'm in that 2 weeks before the Super Bowl, where the NFL takes a week off before the Super Bowl and you're like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw the Pro Bowl in there and you're like, who cares?
right.
Just go.
Do
So
you
what
want
do
to
you
tell
guys,
everyone about the stuff that we're bringing with us to Madison to give away to people?
we can.
I mean, this would be a good place to talk about it.
Okay. Do you want to go with what you ordered first?
I ordered t-shirts. Madison CrossFit Games Clydesdale t-shirts. They most likely will be mailed, delivered to my hotel on Tuesday morning, the week of the games. But either that or I'm going to have to put them in a suitcase and just bring them with me. But yeah, we're going to have lots of t-shirts and we're going to just be, giving them away and maybe getting some signed for giveaways and things like that. But people will be able to represent the podcast in a bigger way. I think I got like 50 of them. So
We have talked to a couple of the elite athletes who we're doing a t-shirt swap with. And they're going to wear our t-shirt, and then I'm hoping to get theirs signed. And we'll do giveaways as well to try to increase our subscribers. So that's going to promote a little more being a subscriber to our YouTube channel, because that's where we'll get the list from. And then I ordered stickers, and they are coming, 500 of them. And they are die cut in the shape of Wisconsin, with a different logo. It's not our traditional logo. And it says 2021 Noble CrossFit Games, and has Clydesdale CrossFit and Friends on it. So I'm super stoked. We accented everything in teal.
Mhm.
So it's like black and teal is kind of the color scheme. And if you're interested in one, find us at the games, any one of us, and we'll hook you up with a t-shirt
Yep. It's going to be good.
and stickers. Yay,
Lots of
stickers.
stickers.
So yeah, I'm really excited. It came out really well. Kat, you did an awesome job getting that designed.
you.
I would have never
Fun.
thought about the state of Wisconsin, but it really makes it look cool.
It works. Yeah. It's super, super timely. I think it'll be fun.
So yeah, awesome.
And I ordered a Bethany Shadburn t-shirt for the games. She's selling t-shirts, and one of them's called like Bulldogs and Crocs or something like that. I got one of those.
Yes, I totally saw her wearing that yesterday.
I ordered one as well.
Yeah, I hope I get
To
it.
go.
Which one did you get?
Bulldogs and Crocs.
Oh, okay. Did you get the blue or the?
She didn't say.
Oh, I should have gotten a blue one. Blue one's cool. Blue one.
Yeah, I
doesn't
got
have
it. I
on the
didn't get
back,
it to
though.
wear. I got it to put on the wall.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
So yeah, chatted with her a little bit the other day. So, and she's going to wear one of our shirts. So
Yay.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of athletes out there selling shirts to help support their trip to the games. And so if you have a favorite athlete, most likely if you go to their IG, you can find a shirt that you'll be able to wear to the games and support them. And that helps fund their travel expense. So while we're kind of talking about that, I did watch Matt Savon and Josh yesterday, and they kind of were talking about the travel expenses and how, and Matt was really adamant about that with sanctionals going away, CrossFitters lost the opportunity to make money. And now, like, the most they can make is $5,000 if they win the semifinal, and that isn't even enough to pay for their trip to Madison. And so I know we've touched on it briefly in the past, but like, what are your thoughts? What has to happen for this to be better? Because it's never going to be a sport where people are going to say, I want to invest my time and money if you're not going to make anything or actually lose money participating in the sport.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have to wait and see how the rest of this year shakes out, because there's this whole concept of sort of off-season competitions where the prize purses are going to be huge, but it goes back to the sort of the issue of these athletes having to be in season all year round and not getting a proper off season. Now, nobody was complaining. Not many people were complaining about the sanctional season and how they were spread out from September or October, like when Filthy 150 happened, or all the way through until June or July when it was Granite Games and, you know, Madrid and all that kind of stuff. So that they didn't really have an off season anyway, and everyone loved the fact that they could go anywhere and make a lot of money. So maybe it's just a combination of qualifying for the games is not going to be your cash cow. Doing well at the games is going to be your cash cow. And then all those supplemental events that they have in the off season are going to be something that you're just going to have to do if you need to supplement your income.
Yeah, but I think the other thing to think about, though, what's different this year too, is that CrossFit is charging more for the Open, for the quarterfinals, and all of those.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that that is a huge factor for the people that are trying to win, but yes, I mean, yeah, their expenses are going up. But they're only having to go, to one thing to qualify, potentially.
I think a point to what Amy said is the income for CrossFit is greater and the payout is
Not coming back
less.
to the athletes.
Right. Well, they're claiming the payout's going to be more than it's ever been. So it's not
At the
less.
games.
But
Right.
even still, it's like $5
Because they
grand
didn't
more,
have
maybe.
to fund semifinal. They didn't have to fund the sanctionals at all. So they're still spending more money than they were last year because now they have to pay these prize purses for these semifinals, which they didn't have to pay for at all last year.
Right. If you go back to regionals, they did. They funded the regionals and they funded the prize money at regionals. I don't know. I
Yeah.
find it there's something wrong there. And
The
I hope
CrossFit's
that it
paying-
gets rectified.
CrossFit's paying out the semis. I thought the event did.
Oh, you're right. You're right. The events, depending on whether they were online or in person, but CrossFit dictated what they had to be.
Right.
They all had
That
to be
was-
the same. But
That
you're
was
right.
part of what he was talking about.
You're
Yeah.
right. The in-person competitions, I don't believe got funded by CrossFit. They got funded by the people that were doing the events.
So, right. So I guess the part, what I was thinking of with what's agreeing with what Scott said is that so many more people, so I paid to do the Open, that's $20. And then the top 10%, which is a lot more than before, then paid an additional $50. And very, very small amount of those people are then going forward. So they are getting a lot more income from the average or slightly above average than the elites. That's not going back necessarily to them.
Didn't they also have to pay for like Last Chance? Didn't they have to pay too?
Yep.
Yes.
Now, granted, that was only 60 people, 64
Right, but still,
people,
it's-
whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the question was what needs to happen. And I'm just viewing it from the side of that CrossFit probably won't do much to change that. And so I'm sort of putting it in the hands of sort of these independent event coordinators that are going to have to just put on events in the off season and offer a lot of money.
If the off-season events is where you're going to make your money, it's going to de-emphasize the importance of the games. And athletes will train to peak for the off season as opposed to what we call now the game season. Because if they can't make a living on the game season, but they can in the off season, that's what they're going to peak for.
Well, or you're just going to see like two different cohorts of athletes. You're going to see these perennial off season people competing in the off season to just make money, versus the people who, really focus on the CrossFit season and where the game, the top 4 or 5 at the games are the ones that are really winning out because of sponsorships and prize money and things like that, potentially. And again, I don't know.
Why they put a cap on it anyway. Just to
I think
make
they were
sure
trying to make it so that people
top
wouldn't
people
all pick
spread it out.
one semifinal because it paid more.
Right.
Right.
They had to make it the same.
Yeah, but everybody's not going to win.
Yeah.
I mean, if you know Matt's going, you're going to be like, well, nah, maybe I'll go somewhere else.
Right. Well, and the fact that they could only go to one, right? When it was sanctionals, you could go to as many as you wanted.
Right.
You just had to get there.
Yeah. I think it's an interesting dilemma. And if people like Matt are speaking out about it, it's going to get notoriety. And Matt O'Keefe has been speaking out about it. And he represents so many athletes. It's just going to be interesting to see what comes of it.
And the event. 3 of the events.
Yeah. Any other news out there that you guys saw?
CrossFit hired a president.
They did.
Mm-hmm. So a former Nike executive is now going to be the president of CrossFit. I don't know what that title means.
Yeah, everything I've read, I mean, he was with Nike, he was a global specialist, global expansion specialist. So he specialized in other countries, very specific. He had like a list of 5 countries that he was responsible for. And it looks like that's kind of his main objective here as well, is to focus on global expansion. So I don't know what that means for people in the States. It may just mean, and it looks like everybody that Eric has hired is their specialty, is global expansion. So that seems to be where the focus is.
Mhm.
So does
Throwing-
that mean that they think that we're tapped out in North America?
I mean, tapped out how? Just in affiliates or?
Yeah.
I doubt it. I think it's just the natural of
I hope
expansion.
not. I still got.
I mean, they just made that affiliate program, so they're still clearly focused on
Yeah,
Right,
talk about it.
what,
Talk about a
3
cash
million,
cow.
right? 3 million on that.
Yeah, I think it's
1.2
really
million.
just what it is, expansion, global expansion. I think just to get the word out more globally.
You said cash cow, cat. That is hard to say fast.
Yeah, for the affiliate program. So let's assume it's $150 a month. I mean, that's basically you're taking everyone's affiliate fee and doubling it for anybody that, decides to do that. But gyms are paying $150 a month for CompTrain or for Mayhem or whatever else. I don't know. I don't subscribe to any of those. So I don't know how much they cost, but I'm assuming they're around that same price point. And I think we talked about this before. I don't know whether there's some kind of platform associated with what you're buying from them. Do you get a free Beyond the Whiteboard membership too or something? Because systems will cost you between $150 and $350 a month as an affiliate too. So it's just, I don't know that anyone's bottom line is changing, but the money that they're paying is now more of it's going to CrossFit than going to some outside entity for either programming or a system platform.
What I found interesting is when you said last week that all the people that were signed up with Ham Plan got moved to Mayhem.
Mhm.
Why weren't they just moved to the affiliate program?
Yeah, well, because Ham Plan was a private thing. It wasn't an affiliate thing. It was just like Joe Schmo down the street could apply, could be a Ham Plan athlete. I don't think it was specific to affiliates. They may have had an affiliate component to it, but I don't believe that was sort of their mainstay. It was more just, you and I could subscribe to it. Kind of like how we're
Okay.
doing with Underdogs and the other places.
Okay.
But that's
Yeah,
another model that
thanks
they're
for
all
clearing
looking
that up
into
because
too.
I did not understand that.
Yeah, I think like I said, I don't know much about it, but I do know that there's kind of two or three different tracks. I mean, we learned about that with Proven too, right? Proven has or is going to have, a competitive track, maybe a master's track at some point in time, an everyday fitness for you at your home gym type program, and then they're going to have an affiliate program, or they already do have an affiliate program, which is more, it's giving you your warm-ups and your like class outlines, timelines on this is how much time you spend doing this, and this is how much time you spend doing that. And it's more like a coach's development type program so that coaches can learn how to, build a good class structure as opposed to just spitting out programming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
And-
I know, a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. And I did see that they're trying to onboard everybody who's on the wait list by the end of the year.
Yeah, right before they start charging you. Yeah. I think they
Convenient.
said like the first 7 or the first 10 or first 100 maybe we're going to go today. You should be getting an email, but I mean, I don't know. Do we really know if it's the first 100 or is it just the 100 that they like the best? Who knows?
Yeah. All good questions, all interesting.
I'll let you know when I get my email.
So it's confession time, confession with the Clydesdale. My nutrition is jacked up in ways I never thought it would be jacked up.
Explain.
What's happening?
I am never hungry. I am not eating. And I don't know if it was that 4 weeks on the road. And now I'm just in this mode where like, I'm never hungry and I don't eat. And I kind of said, I had the case of the I don't give a shits and stopped logging. And so
And then what happened?
I put out the bat signal to my coach and said, this is not, I don't know what's going on. Mentally, I'm just like in this place. And she said, well, one, you've gone so long without eating enough that your body has adapted. And so what are your energy levels? And I said, well, they're diminishing. And she said, that's what your metabolism is slowing and you're not hungry. And that's why you're lethargic. And so now I have to screenshot my logging every day to her at the end of the day to prove that I've done it. So I'm just confessing because I've talked about all the good times. And I'm struggling right now getting through this. And it's not that I'm eating poorly. Like I was at a barbecue with Amy and the only protein was fried chicken. So I didn't eat. Like I just had the salad. And like, and rather than like try to figure it out, I'm just shutting down. If that makes sense.
Yep.
And then I did admit I had a couple beers and some alcohol over the weekend.
A couple?
I was looking at that. I didn't see him drinking the beers. It was the other thing I was waiting for him to say. So he did take a shot of
Pabst Blue Ribbon whiskey.
Which, what did it taste like? Dirty socks and what?
And Band-Aids.
And Band-Aids is what they said. And then I saw him with an old fashioned. So
I admitted it all.
You did. Yeah. I didn't hear. That's why I was saying I was waiting to hear that.
Yeah. So, and I really didn't drink that much. But yeah, so just putting it out there.
It's all good.
So
It's not linear.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I'm just hoping to get it back on track by the time we get to Madison.
Well,
And then in Madison, I've got Nazi 1 and Nazi 2 in my room.
I was
So
gonna say you've got your actual nutrition coach and your accountability coach. I sent a text out yesterday to Scott and said, just so you know, we will be doing hotel WODs. It's non-negotiable.
Good.
And I don't care how busy we are. There is plenty of time for 10 minutes of doing something.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. Yeah, it's happening.
I can tell you from
Why do I
experience,
feel
you
like-
will not get out of it.
See, I told him, I said, you are going to actually regret traveling with me. Because I
as long as
don't.
you don't make me stop on the interstate and do kettlebell swings when we're halfway there.
She might.
It's a great idea, actually.
Definitely air squats when you stop. You got to stretch and lunges. I mean,
Just no
think of how
burpees.
many burpees you could get done in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
3.
Not
You
at
know
a
what? I
gas
was just
station.
thinking, when are you guys leaving? Are you leaving Sunday or Monday?
I've answered this question 7 times
And we're going
in
to
the
keep
last
asking
3
it.
days.
We're going to keep asking it.
Sunday morning
Monday morning. Okay.
on
I'm just
Charlie's
wondering if-
birthday.
I'm wondering if maybe I should get the t-shirts delivered to your house.
Yeah, actually, when you said that, I thought that exact thing, that you should just
Yeah.
have them shipped here and I'll throw them in the back of the car.
Because they're going to ship, I think between, they said the 17th and the 21st. They'll be done on the 16th and they gave me until the 21st. But on the 21st, I'm leaving for Myrtle Beach. So if they're not here at my house in Myrtle Beach or here in Delaware on my way, maybe I'll have them ship them to you then. And then you
Yeah.
can stick them in the car.
Perfect.
Okay, good, sweet. That helps. See, we're getting things accomplished here on this podcast.
Yeah.
There it is. And I was going to ask Amy what equipment she wanted me to throw in the back as well, since we're wadding at the hotel. And since I
Oh.
have a car,
Yep.
Not true.
One dumbbell will be good. A 50-pound.
I don't have a dumbbell.
Good news. I do.
There you go.
And have a kettlebell.
I have kettlebells.
Okay.
Did you say a 50-pound dumbbell?
Yeah.
Damn,
We'll
girl.
probably
Okay.
She has a husband and a son.
No, I
Also,
know, but you're
I
gonna
do
bring
think-
it.
She's the only one that uses it though.
When we did go on family vacation, I was like, can I bring, all I'm asking is one dumbbell, and he allowed it. I was like, go, let's do it. There's a lot you can do with just one dumbbell.
True.
So we can decide which one. We can, as long as we're doing something, I'm okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll throw the assault bike back there.
Perfect.
There we go.
Rather do that than the Echo.
I get behind the car. The wheels.
Just put little wheels on it, little tow rope.
Sure, that would go
Yeah, that
well.
would be perfect.
Crazy.
How long of a drive is it going to be for you guys?
Forever.
I think it's 8 hours.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
Or even better, you can put it on top of the car and just do intervals. Somebody get up there,
Climb out the
burn it
window.
out a little
Yeah.
bit.
That's a thought.
Probably make you go faster too.
How many unsolved murder cases do you think we can solve in that 8 hours?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I would rather WOD twice a day
There you go.
On the
than
roof.
ride with Detective Amy.
You know what happened in this state?
Yeah. Park predators. I mean, I got it all. I can tell you. You know what serial killers from this state? I do.
And here's what they did.
But that's a dead body over there. And that.
You know how I was excited to go to Madison? I can wait a little bit.
Not so much. It's funny how flights prices just went down.
Yep.
Great.
All right. Well, do you guys want to get to the questions?
I do. Let's get to these.
Yeah, let's talk about coffee first because I'm about to fall asleep and I need some.
All right.
Up
Yeah.
before you.
Up before you coffee. Just ordered another bag. And so you can go to upbeforeyou.com, use Clydesdale 20 and get 20% off your order at Up Before You Coffee. He's awesome. I love supporting fellow podcasters. He's a podcaster as well. Connor's awesome. So make sure you check out Up Before You Coffee. It's so good. And
Did you get them light roast or the medium roast?
I got light roast this time. I got medium roast last time. I keep
I
switching.
gotta try the medium roast. Gotta give it a whirl. Thank you, Connor.
Yes.
All right, Amy, questions.
Oh, okay. Which do you prefer? Packing for vacation or unpacking from vacation?
Packing. Because I'm excited to go on the trip.
Mhm.
So it doesn't seem like a chore. And I'm pretty fast because I don't wear a lot of different clothes. I take my red Rogue shirt, my blue Rogue shirt, my black Rogue shirt, throw them in a suitcase. I'm ready to go.
You've been packing a lot.
Don't forget
lately.
your mint sleeve shirt.
I am bringing that to
Great.
Madison.
You should. You rock it.
Just so you guys can make fun of me all
Yep.
day.
I'm with Scott. I like to pack better. Here's the reason why. Unpacking for me, I'm very good when I leave a place and I'm packing to go home, where all my dirty stuff is in like separate containers and whatnot. So I can grab all the dirty stuff in the kitchen and put it in my laundry room, which is on my first floor. But then like my toiletries and my, shampoos and hair stuff and the stuff that I don't wear will stay in my suitcase for like 3 or 4 days before it will actually make its way back to its original home in my bedroom. And it's so annoying to me, but it's like the last thing I want to do when I get home. I just want to get home and I throw that stuff in the washer. I take the suitcase upstairs and then I like take a shower and go to bed.
To complicate that, I do the same thing. Like my toiletry sitting there. And then Julie doesn't like it sitting around. So she puts it in the basement. And then I'll be at my bathroom sink going, I don't have my hair paste. I don't have my hairbrush on my toothbrush. And I have to go down 2 flights of stairs, get it all
That's
out of my
mean. Why does
suitcase.
she do that? On purpose to punish you?
She does it with dishes. She does it with I'm not even done with my dinner and the dishes get cleared.
Oh, I'm
And
sorry.
then- and
she's
she
doing
takes them to the
extra work.
basement?
Huh?
I'm on
And she
Julie's
takes them
side.
to the. Does she take everything to the basement though? What, I don't understand why the basement. Is that where your suitcase is?
Yeah, that's where
Yeah,
it gets
she's
stored.
just trying to
Oh,
clean
okay.
up crap, and you didn't do yours in due diligent time. So she's
Is
like,
there a
fine.
time?
You
Is there a
don't know.
timetable?
Yes.
There's no timetable. It's my stuff in my house.
Hey, Charlie,
So
you just
Charlie-
went on a trip. What's your favorite, or what do you prefer?
Probably unpacking, because you packing, you don't know you don't know how much stuff you're gonna bring. Although the part you don't like about I don't like about unpacking is that you realize that you packed too much crap and you only wore like 4 things, but you had 12 things.
Mhm. So I literally hate to pack. I hate it. Scott does most of the packing here. In fact, because he is a logistical genius, and
Getting all over my shit, and then your husband does your packing for you.
no, I didn't say he
Yep.
does my packing. I said so sorry. I get out all my clothes that I want to pack. He logistically fits everything together. That's what I mean by packing. But I will get scrutinized about how many pairs of underwear I'm taking, or how many workout clothes I'm wearing, and how much blah, blah, blah. And so I'm always like, I just want options and choices, even though I probably wear the same thing every day. Also, when I'm on vacation or on a trip, generally, if I can, I'm constantly doing laundry. And so when I come home, I just open it up and I'm just put my clothes right away. I know exactly where they go. They're clean. So I just put them away and I don't have to dread over what to pack. Alternatively, if I did not have laundry options when I was gone, everything just goes into the dirty clothes pile. So I'm like, boop, done. Zip up the suitcase and put it away.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
So
Okay,
next question.
here's my next question. If you could only choose one source of protein forever that you could eat, what would you pick? I'll go first to make it easy. I will just pick seafood. If I could only have one pick, and if I have to choose further from that, I'll pick just salmon. If I could only eat that as my source of protein, that's what I'm picking.
Chicken thighs.
There you go.
Chicken thighs.
I am the same with chicken thighs.
With the skin, chicken thighs. Not
Absolutely.
skinless crap.
Yes, I'm with you on that.
Absolutely.
I would, probably go chicken breast, because I could do more stuff with it. But my favorite thing in the world is like burgers, like lean ground beef.
Mhm.
But I would probably pick chicken because I could do more things with it and have more variety.
So you still managed to answer twice.
Yeah.
Got it.
Now, if we
Just
get a
wait till we
protein
get the best
sponsor,
thing from the internet.
Protein.
Have my 7 things.
Well, you can take one of mine then, because I don't have anything.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Yeah.
best thing on the internet.
Well, first we got to say who we're having on next week.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
who that?
who'd that be?
So we are going to have Nick Johnston,
Mhm.
husband of Rogue Hall of Famer Taylor,
Fiance.
not husband,
Soon to
fiance
be.
fiance of Rogue Hall of Famer Taylor Williamson, and a proven coach, and specifically for Brooke Wells, trying to get her, see how she does at the games this year. So, and he seemed pretty confident in that conversation about his proven athletes. He also does their programming, and he has some really cool stories. I love Nick. We've gotten to know him being on the road, and it was so cool to kind of get to talk to him formally and do that. So that will be out Monday.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now best thing from the internet.
My favorite thing was, well, I saw it first on Scott Panchik's page, but then later I saw it on Jacob Hepner's page. But so Jacob Hepner posted a picture of his paddleboard on his story and said, all these games athletes are looking for paddleboards, and here's mine sitting here, name your highest price. And then the next thing you see is Scott Panchik saying, "Hey, attention, is anybody traveling from Kansas to Ohio? You could pick up this paddleboard for me and bring it so that he can use it to practice for the game, since Castro announced that there will be paddle in the event."
Do you think it's going to be a paddle board though? Because
I don't know.
I am betting it's going to be a kayak.
That'd be cool.
A kayak.
Yeah,
Stand-up paddleboard would be cool too.
yeah, they haven't done the stand-up part.
Mm-mm.
Well, he said in an interview, I
That's
can't remember
hard.
which one he said that took too much. The one he did with Sevon, that Instagram live one they did, he
Mhm.
said that stand-up paddleboard was too specialized and not really a fitness discipline, but I don't know the exact words, but yeah.
I would say that from taking the level 1, it does talk about balance and coordination. So that is 100% the paddleboarding. But I guess that's not fitness. So
I'm just reporting the news.
I'm just saying, I'm a fellow paddleboarder. Okay.
I would love for there to be a twist for sure, because people are already bored with the swim scenario. So I think today another one's going to get released. Today's the 7th, right?
Yeah.
I think on the little whiteboard hint where he had all the different dates and times and things, I think today's another one is going to get released. So that should be cool.
Taylor Self posted that he was heading to Aromas. So I'm assuming he's going to start
he's
doing
gonna be
some
on the demo
testing.
team.
Mm.
Yeah.
Charlie, you got anything from the internet?
Yes. So we have expanded on a previous greatest thing on the internet, and that is slap fighting. We have expanded the role, and now there is a women's event. It's just as exciting,
Dude,
just as great.
We
dude,
did just
you
talk about
used this last week.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
You did.
I did not. Did not.
Roll.
100% roll footage. Go back to it.
Then how did I know that's exactly what you were going to say?
Because I sent it secretly in the production meeting. Now you guys are ruining me behind the scenes on what we do. So forget
Okay.
it.
All right. You might be accurate.
Yeah,
Okay.
you actually might be right.
Okay.
It was in the production notes.
My computer
100%
died at the end of last week's episode, so I wasn't there to verify.
Okay.
So I'm not
Mhm.
sure.
I concede. I was
I
wrong. I was wrong.
That's right.
So women
We were both
now
wrong.
can compete in the greatest sport on earth.
That's
what you're
right.
saying.
Yep.
That is right.
Sounds legit. It's about time.
And
Sounds
maybe I'll
right.
do it next week too, just to prove a point.
I do have a quick one for the internet. Lindsay Valenzuela had her baby. If you recall, she had as a son, and she had another son. He was born at 32 weeks, so he's a little bit early. She had preeclampsia, which I also had, although I was able to carry Brayden full term. That's like high blood pressure and like spilling protein in your urine kind of thing. And so you have to get the baby out if it gets to a certain point. So she delivered her baby. He's healthy, but going to be developing his lungs and growing a little bit in the NICU for the next few weeks or months. So congrats to her.
Yes.
Well, I have 3. So first one is the YouTube video that Christy put out where she found out she made the games. That hit close to home. I was so happy for her and really cool to see that and see how emotional and how much it meant to her. That was really awesome. The second one's a super quick one. Ashley Kotler, if you follow her, she has a video where she is riding a C2 bike and Jax is handing her clothes and she is folding them while riding the C2 bike, saying the ultimate multitasker.
Loved it.
And the last thing I'm going to say is, if you have not seen the feud that has begun between John Woolley and Dave Castro, pop some popcorn, sit back and relax, because this thing is getting good.
I haven't seen any more about it other than he knows he's blocked and he made t-shirts.
Well, he's been putting out memes specifically directed at Dave Castro.
Okay.
And they are, the one he put out was Dave struggling with the deadlift. like not,
Yeah.
and he said it took longer for him to get his deadlift up than it did to program the quarterfinals and the, or no, longer than to program 3 rep max deadlift and 100 burpees for time.
And
so
Dave
Go ahead.
is reposting on his story a whole bunch of other meme accounts that are doing meme stuff about him. So it's just like just shots fired back and forth. And the comments are great. I just have to read the comments.
Yeah, it's awesome. So check that out. So 3, but they were quick. And with that, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want to give stuff away, and I am putting together a package. We're going to give away a wine glass, some stickers, and some an assortment of Bear Bell bars. And I'm going to put something up on Instagram where you can tell a couple friends and then subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave a comment there, and you'll be put in the drawing for that prize pack. So look for that on Instagram this week. And with that, like, subscribe, comment, leave a review, leave 5-star rating, do all that stuff. It really helps us a ton. Just hit a button. That's all we're asking. And then we'll see you next time on the Clydesdale Fitness and Friends.
Bye.
See ya.